Hi everybody, Pepper here, Kercey and Nippy. The group came clean about their true nature, or at least Kercey and Gwendolyn did. Gwendolyn was actually a voodoo capolata, and the spectral being was actually a voodoo princess. Kercey was a lot older than he appeared. He was turned by Bram Stoker into a vampire.
As the revelation of their true identities unfolded, a heavy silence settled over the group. Gwendolyn, the Blood Witch, stood with her companions, her eyes downcast with shame. The weight of her betrayal hung in the air like a dark cloud. In a moment of courage mixed with contrition, Gwendolyn decided to come clean. She took a deep breath and confessed, "I did not discover the spectral being through a spell. The truth is, I am a voodoo caplata, a voodoo priestess. The being we encountered is a Garway the Loire of the seas." The shock on her companions' faces was palpable. Kercey, still processing this revelation, stepped forward to share his own hidden truth.
I too have been hiding a secret. I am much older than I appear. I am not just a vampire. I was turned by none other than Bram Stoker himself, the Irishman who wrote the novel Count Dracula in the late 1800s.
The group gasped in disbelief as Kercey continued.
Stoker, in a moment of hunger, turned me into a vampire, but he made a mistake and killed me. I resurrected as a youngling vampire, and he became my sire.
Preserving Kercey's life, Stoker's hunger and lack of control led to Kercey's demise. The consequence of this error was twofold. Firstly, Kercey's untimely death at the hands of his sire meant that he was resurrected as a youngling vampire. This deviation from the traditional process of turning a human into a vampire created an unusual dynamic between Stoker and Kercey. Typically, a sire is responsible for guiding and mentoring their progeny to become responsible vampires. However, Kercey's premature death left him without the proper guidance and mentorship, making his journey as a vampire more challenging and isolated. Secondly, the mistake influenced Kercey's identity and the path. Stoker, in his accidental killing of Kercey, also made him the famous Count Dracula, a name that would go on to become synonymous with one of literature's most iconic vampires. The act tethered Kercey to the legacy of Dracula, the character Stoker created in his novel. The consequences of this naming and the association with Dracula affected how others perceived Kercey and added an extra layer of complexity to their quest. Mistake influenced, the dynamic between sire and progeny was strained, with Kercey carrying the weight of his sire's unintentional actions. This strained relationship and the burden of the Dracula name might surface as challenges during the companion's journey, affecting Kercey's decisions and interactions with the group. The repercussions of Stoker's mistake could also attract the attention of other supernatural entities or individuals who might seek to exploit this unique connection for their own purposes. Sires are responsible for their progeny, but Stoker made a grave error.
It was he who changed my name.
As the weight of the centuries-old connection to Bram Stoker sank in, the companions were left grappling with the truth. Nippy, the water nymph with the ability to shape-shift, listened intently, her elemental nature resonating with the revelation of Agwa, the voodoo Loire of the seas.
Hi everybody, Pepper here again, Kercey and Nippy. The group grappled with the revelations of Gwendolyn and Kercey's true identity. They faced a series of challenges, but the immediate challenge was for the companions to accept the truth about each other. Ciao.